Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hanging with Web show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. If you wouldn't mind, hit subscribe. Come back over and over again. We have artists, authors, filmmakers, musicians, creative minds of all kinds. And we are here right now where it all began. We are at Indie Bookfest 2019 in Orlando, Florida, and we're hanging out right now with author TK Lawyer. TK, how are you? Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and you are the author of Shifter Shorts. Yes, do that 3 times really, really fast. Feels good. Shifter Short. Never mind. Just try it. You'll like it. Okay.
It's fun.
So, Shifter Shorts. What? Tell us more.
It is 6 to 7 stories. I'm so nervous right now. It's so
Okay.
funny.
Oh,
6
please.
to 7 stories of shapeshifters of all kinds. And I specifically put in some unusual shapeshifters. So you will see a shark shifter named Walker Daniels.
Wait, a shark shifter?
Shark shifter.
That's just inconvenient. I mean,
Not for the scuba diver female that he loves, who is his best friend.
oh, okay, that's convenient. Ish.
And these are all paranormal romances, so they all
Okay.
have happy endings, except for one story. So I will give a warning because one of my readers wasn't too happy
that you had
with the
one story
Hellhound
that
Shifter
didn't...
story that
Wait,
didn't
you have
end really well.
Hellhound Shifter?
Hellhound Shifter story.
Because what could possibly go wrong?
Right?
Really?
Exactly, right?
You didn't see that coming? Really?
No, right, exactly,
I
because they
mean-
are in hell.
And it's a hellhound. I mean, there's no upside to that. No pun in... All the puns are intended, never mind. All right, so what were you thinking, man? Where did this come from? The dark recesses of your mind, right?
Well, you know, I have an anthology that I did that's called Angels and Diamonds that has all kinds of different
Angels and
diamonds.
diamonds.
But it's like you have an angel pet rescue, you know, it's not what you typically think just an angel would
pet
be.
rescue.
Yeah, there's angel pet rescue, diamond, wedding boutique, things like that. So it's an angel and diamond every single story, and
Okay.
that's 7 stories. And I know a lot of readers love shapeshifters, and
That
I already
they do.
have a book out called Nightfall that has a wolf shifter.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? I want to do another anthology because these are all written by me with shapeshifters. And I
Okay.
said, let me do some with some unique ones like the Hellhound, the Gargoyle, the.
You have a gargoyle shifter?
I have a
All right,
gargoyle
that's kinda
shifter.
Cool. That is kind of cool.
And he is on a bank building in Orlando, Florida. So he's local.
Check him out, downtown
Right,
Orlando.
check him
That's
out.
right. Okay. All right. So wait, he's on a bank building,
Yes, he's one of 2.
but it's a shifter.
Yes.
So he is a person.
His name is Eckham.
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 Eckham, the bank gargoyle shifter.
He's a gargoyle shifter. He works there at nights.
as he would. That makes sense. There's a certain continuity there, a certain logic. Don't ask me what it is, but she wrote it, so okay. How long have you been writing?
Wow, let me think.
We gotta do all like the standard questions first.
I think I started,
Professionally, how about we do that?
yeah.
Because
I
everybody
started
always
coming
says
up-
like when I was 2. Yeah, I got that part, but
well, no,
like,
it
professionally.
hasn't been that long. I think I started coming up with ideas like in 2012, ending of 2012, 2013.
Okay.
And I started putting stuff together because I really wanted something else in my life. At the time, I was in a dead-end job, and you know, I'm a very passionate person. You know, I just have to have things going, you know, all the time for me, and just and really. Just loving life and everything. And at the time, I was really, not
Just weren't
feeling
feeling it, yeah.
Not feeling it. So I started putting things together, started getting ideas everywhere. It was crazy. I mean, in the shower.
bank, obviously.
In the
The bank.
You know, on
She's
my
walking
way
out of the bank and
driving,
she's like,
I'm
ooh.
in the middle of the night, I'd have to wake up with a notepad. It was crazy, but it was great because in 2014, Nightfall was published. And so I've been actually published since 2014.
Okay.
And this is my latest release.
Awesome. How many books?
I have 8 right now,
8?
and my 9th one is with a publisher.
Awesome.
Will be coming out,
Is that
Serenade.
a mainstream publisher or small press or
Small press.
small press? Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're at Indie Bookfest. So Let's talk about 2014. Your first published work is out there.
Right.
You're now working with a small press company.
Yeah.
What's the journey been like from 2014 to here we are, IBF 2019?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that journey been as a
You know, it's been interesting.
That's a really good word. Look, if you ever hang out at an author's conference or a Comic-Con or any place where creative people gaggle, because we don't gather, we gaggle. And if you hang out there, you'll know that that word means far more than
There's
it's
a lot
it's
there.
Interesting.
There's a lot behind the word.
There's a lot there. There's a lot of there, as it were, yeah.
It's been it's a growing experience. It really is, because when you start off, you have all these ideas, and then you find out none of them really are, I mean, really, your journey is just like your books. You start off with a character, you start writing a character, and they start going in an opposite direction. You're like, okay, all right, I'm going to go with you. So it's kind of the same thing, because I was with a publisher originally in the UK.
Okay.
For 2 years. Then they started going another direction I wasn't really interested in. So now my publisher is in the US.
Okay.
So literally, that was scary for me. That was really scary, because I was just starting out. I was getting my books. They had an actual contract, and then they dropped the contract. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now? Now I got to start the whole process again.
Being an independent author and working with small press houses and things is it's a very enlightening journey. There's so many things you thought when you first put pen to paper.
Right.
That were going to happen instantly, and this is what my job is now, writing books, right? And then there were all the things that you didn't know you had to do.
Right, like marketing.
Yeah. and you have conferences,
right.
And you have, there are signings, and there's so much to do to let people know your book exists.
Right.
And it's not like it is with the big houses. The big houses, they have floors of guys that are marketing people and lawyers and book cover designers and graphic artists.
Yeah, that's where I want to be one day.
Yeah, by the way, if you're out there, we're here.
Right.
But they have like floors of these guys that can help you navigate.
Yeah.
But in the small press world, in the indie world, man, it's just like, here you are, trial by fire. There's your book. Your readers are somewhere over there. Go get them.
Right.
What was the biggest surprise to you? What was the biggest lesson learned along this journey so far?
I think really the biggest lesson was that as a writer, you don't do a lot of writing. 90% of your job is marketing. And, at the beginning, I didn't go to book fairs or conferences because I really didn't know.
Yeah.
I really didn't know these places existed. I mean, I think they're wonderful. They're wonderful not only for the authors to get, their work out there, but to interact with readers and the readers to go to these places. And it's just great.
Oh, yeah. So many readers don't realize how many conferences and places there are to go and find
all throughout the
new
United
books,
States.
Independent books, small press books.
Right.
They're all over the U.S. They're
right.
everywhere. And most people are thinking, they're kind of waiting for a bookstore to announce one of those, top tier authors that we all know about.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they'll be here at Barnes & Noble, this weekend. And you're like, they're all waiting for that.
Right.
But they don't realize that almost every weekend somewhere in America, there's one of these.
Yes, right.
And there are 50 authors here, and there are all books from all different genres and things. They can find anything.
Yeah.
And they can meet the author.
Right.
And get kind of in your head a little bit, which is really incredible.
Right.
But it's great for us, too, because we have a community.
Yeah.
You found out you weren't alone. It was like, hey,
right.
remember all those things that you were hating?
Yeah.
So was I, and they were so was he, and so was he, and it's awesome.
It's great, yeah. And the indie community is very supportive. So all of the indie authors, they've been wonderful. They've just been wonderful with me. Because this one was actually independently published.
Okay.
My publisher doesn't really like short stories.
So you just went all
I
in.
just went on my own.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
What was the biggest change between working with a small press publisher and then having to do this all independently? What was the biggest shift in that dynamic for you?
I think the money.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you do have to shell out a lot more money.
Yeah, no, your editor is your responsibility. Your cover designer is your responsibility.
Right.
Your content editor to make sure that you're on the right points, right? Those are all your things.
Right.
So during Shifter Shorts, okay, so this is a collection of short stories.
Yes.
So that being said, it was written I take it over a period of time.
Right.
Okay. Most interesting moment or the aha moment where you're putting these stories together for you that you just knew I've got something kind of special here.
I think as I was writing the stories, because my first story is a cougar shifter, and I had actually written that.
It's YouTube. They took that in so many different directions. Never mind. Okay.
Well, it's a man, okay? But anyways, it's cougar shifter.
Still.
But I actually wrote that story for my publisher because my publisher was putting together an anthology, but it fell through, and then here I am with the story.
Okay.
And so that kind of got the concept going of maybe doing another anthology.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was writing my shifter stories, and then I got to the Hellhound shifter, that story took a different direction with me. And even though I say it ends badly in that story, it actually picks up in the next one with my hybrid shifter. He's a dragon and a vampire. His name is Draco, and he's awesome. Let me tell you how great he is. And so the next
That's
story...
a twofer, by the way. Yeah.
He has so many powers. It's amazing. So it picks up and it ends with a happily ever after. So the Hellhound shifter does end well, but it's like in the next story.
But not until you get to the next one.
Right.
See?
And so
Nice.
that was a little different for me because I've never done that.
That's interesting.
And I thought, I wonder if I could just put a bad ending, put the end, and I did. I literally put the end, and then the next one, it's like, people are like, oh my God, what happened? And if you continue and you read the next story, then you know, okay, they're good.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah.
That's a really cool way to do that because it gets people on the edge of their seat for that next story.
Right.
And
if you haven't lost them already.
yeah, if they haven't gone, oh, hell with it.
All right, yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
You read a Hellhound shifter story. You knew it couldn't end exactly wonderfully. It's a Hellhound. So that card, she's going to hold that up. She's very annoying with this card over here. This is our shut up, we've been having too much fun card.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to say thank you to our partners and friends, our great friends at Famous Faces and Funny, Space Coast Comics, Indie Originals, Jay Bauer Art, Josh Bauer for all of the great art on our set this weekend, our great friends at Embellish Effects, Cogler Emporium. Nope, this was the wrong one. The Cogler Emporium one goes here, but it's not here. So this guy too. Embellish Effects in Orlando, Florida, Foxwood Wine Company, and our great friends at Hearts Helping Others of Central Florida, as well as Krypton Radio. Thank you guys. I love that list is so long I have to take breaks in between. It's really awesome. These are the people who share our videos all over the World Wide Web and share our creative artists. We hope that you will be one of them. Please share this video. Please subscribe. Please log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
Bye.